Mark Zuckerberg has been asked to appear before Parliament in Britain. The FTC in America is now investigating. Joining us, the co-author of the book, Let Trump Be Trump, former deputy campaign manager for the Trump campaign, David Bossie. Now, the Trump campaign has been dragged into this, and the Democrats are making hay. This information from Facebook was used by the Trump campaign. Nobody's happy about this. What say you?
Well, I think it was used by not only the Trump campaign, it was used by the Clinton campaign extensively. It was used by House races and Senate races across the country. Look, that's what campaigns are about, finding the audience they want to speak directly to. And then Facebook uses their modeling to try to deliver messages to those folks. And there's nothing wrong with that. By the way, they do that with the auto industry, with banking, with technologies. It's done every day. What we need to make sure is that there's no censoring of it and delivering only for one side or the other. We see that Facebook and Twitter and others hold, conservatives, it seems, to a different level, a different standard, if you will. And so it's harder for conservatives and Republicans to get their messages out.
I just don't think we should have someone with a big check goes to Facebook and says, give me this information, give me this raw data, and they get it. You've got to have some rules on that.
Well, I agree with you. There needs to be policies and procedures, and I think that Mark Zuckerberg and his team at Facebook are probably looking how to police themselves a lot better so that they don't get a legislative solution, from Congress, because that's always bad for whatever industry. And I think you're right in your monologue earlier. This needs to be done thoroughly and smartly and over time, not just a knee-jerk reaction.
It occurs to me, David, that what we're talking about now with the Trump campaign, is no different from Eric Schmidt and Google. They basically organized President Obama's technical approach to the election of 2008 and 12.
That's exactly right. And there's nothing wrong with campaigns. Any campaign on any side of the aisle, from using these platforms, any and all of them, to try to find supporters, to try to activate supporters, and to try to turn out the vote. That's part of what we do as Americans, whether it's through the television airwaves and 30-second commercials, whether it's radio ads. Now the newest thing is the social media platforms, and I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with what the Trump campaign did or the Clinton campaign did. And remember, the Clinton campaign was supposedly going to run the best digital ad campaign that the country had ever seen, and quite frankly, they were very close. The only people who did it better were Donald Trump's guys, and that's, part of the reason why we won, but it's really just using technology to the greatest opportunity. Yeah,
I think they used that technology very well, even if they weren't supposed to use it in quite the way they used it. But that's another story. But
the campaign doesn't know that. It's whether or not Facebook is doing it or not. And I think that's going to come out in what you're talking about, whether it's hearings or an investigation.
All right, David Bossie, thanks as always for being with us. We'll see you again soon.